Today we're going to be talking about marketing. And I was just explaining what is marketing. I'm sure everybody knows, but just going over it. So marketing is the process of putting our products in front of potential clients. And what I was saying is that in 2023, there are literally thousands of ways to market. So I can only imagine if you're starting your business now and you're like, what do I even do? Or, how do I even move forward with marketing? It can be a daunting task. I'm sure of it. So what we want to talk about today is, what is your marketing plan, what it's going to cost you not to have the marketing plan, and how you can implement it.
So definitely. So going back to your first question, and you answered it, was I just wanted to dive a little deeper because I think people, I assumed that, right? But I've talked to hundreds of cleaning business owners, and I understand that they don't know what marketing is really. So just like you said, marketing is getting in front of your ideal client,
Yeah.
but getting that part of the marketing and being in front of that ideal client. Where do they hang out at? Where are they going at? But it just basically comes down to getting your service in front of the right person.
Yeah.
Right. Getting that. So you just, that's as clearly as it can be, is just getting that. And that's not selling it. That's just because it doesn't matter what you have to sell. You're like, oh, I'm the best cleaner in the world, right? If you go to a convention of cleaners, your service is no good. So we're not saying our clients, but our ideal clients, people who actually need our services and can afford our service. That's a big key too, right? People may want the cleaning, but can they afford the cleaning? We've all had those phone calls. I want the whole top to bottom cleaning. Like, yes, this about a price.
Also, bring your own supplies. Make sure you're insured and bonded. Have a team of 7, and my budget is $3. And that includes you guys tips and lunch.
That includes everything, right? That includes everything. And I want every crevice, and I'm calling back for a refund because you didn't get the top left-hand corner of my
windows that you got to include in that too, with blinds.
Exactly. So we just talk about that. Who is your ideal client? But anyway, there's a whole nother show. You're understanding your ideal client and just getting your product and getting your service in front of your ideal market. That's the first thing. All right. So I hope that clears that up, and it's very simple.
Yep. Did for me. I mean, I had an idea what marketing is, but to be honest, I didn't for a few years in my business. I just understood that I needed to bring in people. I didn't understand that there is actually a science to it where you can, you apply a certain amount of effort and you're going to get a certain result. And I think that's what we're not understanding with the marketing. You do have to do the work. You have to get yourself in front of 100 clients to get 10 of them to say, maybe I'm interested. And out of that 10, 6 of them will say, okay, come and see me. And then out of that 6, maybe 2 of them will actually sign the deal. But knowing your numbers will help you understand exactly what to do with your marketing. So basically on those numbers, I just said out of 100 people I show my business to, 2 of them may close. So if I know that I need a certain amount of closings per month or per year to hit my goal, I know I can more so target my marketing efforts to say that, okay, I know if it costs me $500 to go after 100 people and I close 2 of them, you know what I mean? Just knowing those numbers allows you to develop a plan for your business to grow systematically as opposed to sporadically.
Yeah, definitely. So a lot of people don't really take the numbers into consideration, especially when you're first starting, right? Because if you're good at what you do, people will refer you. People will, and because you're the business owner, you can take like, hey, you know what? Some days I don't have on, some days I don't make it. You can take that because it's not a big problem because you're like, yo, you know what? This is my business. I'm willing to do whatever. But when you get a cleaner and you're like, well, you don't have to work. People wake up, and I always tell people when you start hiring people, you have to keep that schedule filled, right? You have to keep that schedule filled, because a cleaner, everybody got bills to pay, and they came here for a certain money, and then you're like, well, we don't have a job today, and they wake up like, what? I ain't got no job today. I need a job where I can work every day. I need to work all the days that you give me. I need to be able to work.
Yep.
So that's the part of the marketing where we don't understand.
For us, our job is to keep jobs on the table, and that
all the time.
marketing comes into play, because, we use marketing to bring in the customers and keep the jobs on the table.
Yes, of course. Bringing the jobs and keeping those jobs on the table, making sure that we have them and we're able to do them.
Yep.
Now, the next part is what does it cost you
not to have your marketing plan in place?
not to have your marketing plan?
So we talked about what is marketing, but let's talk about what a marketing plan is. Now that we know what marketing is, let's talk about what a plan is. What does that look like? And what can our viewers and listeners take away from this today that can help them with their marketing?
So there's two ways. There's only two ways of marketing, right? There's thousands of ways, but these are the two ways that
work
in the
for
two
us,
buckets.
commercial
Yeah.
cleaning owners. This is who we're focused on. This is what's working for us.
So you want to be able to have the two things going on is you want to have online and offline, right?
Yeah.
So your offline your offline marketing, BNIs, Chamber of Commerce, local events, right? Those are flyers, passing around flyers, understanding that. Now, a marketing plan, in the difference between marketing and a marketing plan, right? Is a marketing is I go out and I'm like, all right, today I'm gonna get some flyers. I'm gonna go to BNI today. I'm gonna go to Chamber of Commerce. I'm gonna go do door knocking.
Yep.
That's all marketing, but those aren't actual marketing plans. A marketing plan is, hey, all right, so for the next calendar, I'm going to have a marketing plan where I'm going to go to Chamber of Commerce and we're going to pass out 5,000 flyers over the next 90 days, right? That's a marketing plan.
Yep.
Because then you can start measuring it and seeing what the results is.
That's what
because
I was
marketing,
making it quantitative now. So now we can measure it. We can see results. We can see where we're progressing. We can see what's working and what's not.
Marketing's main job is to get leads for sales.
Yeah.
That's their main job, is to make sure that phone is ringing, forms are being submitted, and we're getting opportunities for walkthroughs.
Yeah.
And estimates. That's the main job of marketing. Now, sales is going to get mad at you if they're garbage leads, right? If people call and the people that are calling you like,
from like Connecticut. For me, I'm in New York City. So if I bring in a bunch of Connecticut leads, that is completely useless to my sales team.
Exactly. So just because a person has a lot of leads does not mean that if the leads are good. But that's what marketing's job is, to bring in good leads, right? To make sure the leads are good and there's something that we can close, that we can use, right? That's the whole part.
So marketing versus a marketing plan. So marketing is what I used to do when I started my business. Like one day, if I wasn't cleaning houses, I would literally print flyers and stand on Times Square and hand them out. And then the next day, maybe I will put a business card or two somewhere. And then the next day I'll do 3 or 4 clients. So even though I am marketing, that wasn't an actual plan. So the plan is to make it quantitative, make it in a way so that you can
measure it,
count your results, and see what's going on. So a marketing plan would say that every day of the calendar year, we send out 1,000 emails, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Plan. Every Tuesday, I attend BNIs, not sporadically, but every single week. Every Chamber of Commerce, I attend these events. I find events that realtors are gathered at twice a month, and I go there. So that's a marketing plan. And when you put a plan into place with numbers that you can track, it puts more so of okay, number one, this is getting done every single day, not just when you're not working, or when, it's not based only around your personal schedule. It's a system that you've set up to where it happens every single day, regardless. So that is what a marketing plan is. And that's what I want us to work on this year.